So the first 3 episodes of Season 4 of Prime Video's The Boys have dropped. Is the show redeeming itself, or is it going to barely tread water and continue to make the same sophomoric humor aimed at Christianity? Let's find out. Season 4 starts out with Victoria Newman, who is a secret soup who can explode heads, but is on ticket to be VP. I can't remember if she's on the campaign trail, and it's assumed her party's gonna win, or maybe they're just slow counting the votes. But a running mate wants her gone, and how the boys expose her and concoct acids that may have an effect eventually, well, it seems to be the key storyline this season. Now look, this is a gal who was able to explode heads, but now she's impervious to damage. Starlight is leading the fight against Homelander, who is on trial for murder, having blasted a protester at the end of last season. And by fight against Homelander, I mean organizing protests. Homelander's trial is very much supposed to give a Kyle Rittenhouse vibe, but the guy he killed was a pedophile, so it justifies it. Rittenhouse analogy. As the audience, you're supposed to relate to this and see that Homelander is clearly as evil as Kyle Rittenhouse. Frenchie is suddenly gay, real out of nowhere BS, seeing as how much time he spends with gallivanting and C-plot filler with Kimiko. The Seven need to replenish their ranks. An actor is standing in for Black Noir, actually played by the same actor who was originally playing Noir, but he's a non-soup keeping up appearances. Sister Sage, the smartest person alive, is brought on board to give Homelander someone who can provide pushback. But I find that examples of her intelligence are just hand-waving elements as though she's a fourth wall breaking character who has seen the show.
If I were you, I'd make myself useful. Get some lactation going, let him suck on those titties before you end up like Madeline Stillwell.
Okay, Sage, how else could you have possibly known that Homelander likes his milk from the source? Firecracker, played by Valerie Curry, is a right-wing podcaster, Alex Jones-style conspiracy theorist send up, deep state. She's in on the grift. Of course, her most devoted supporter is Creepy. Under Sage's planning, Homelander has the Seven kill 3 of his supporters so their bodies can be planted outside of his trial to spark a riot. As the trial goes, what if Homelander was found guilty? You gonna kill him? You gonna start World War III against one guy? I'm convinced at this point that the show serves one purpose, and that is to have Anthony Starr make meme faces. Speaking of faces, MM shaved, and I thought they replaced the actor. Ryan, the son of Homelander, who Butcher is cucked into protecting, is being set up at the age of 12 for a hero role. This, of course, goes wrong. Yeah, it turns out that they do some of these savings WWE style, it's scripted. They did actual savings until just now, so how much of their actual heroic activity is faked? We head to yet another convention set up to mock 2A supporters and sprinkle in conspiracy buzzwords.
Starlight works with Oprah and Tom Hanks to set up a satanic home delivery service. A combo gets you a child they forced to have trans surgery.
So of course we have a gross out fight with a guy who can multiply himself. Sans clothing. That's the humor in The Boys. A lot of man region. Butcher is in a state of on the team, off the team, but he's also said to be dying from the abuse. A-Train is making a movie, having a go at the blind side. He gives some intel to Starlight to free some of her supporters framed for killing Homelanders. Can A-Train be turned? Do we want him turned? He's a murderer. I mean, the Deep is having a throwaway romance with an octopus. Not that anything important will come of that. Anyhow, Butcher wants to take Ryan away from Homelander. Consider sedating him with cookies, but we get a stupid bonding moment over foosball, so he'll change his mind.
Where'd you learn how to play?
Bruh, it's foosball. No one learns how to play. This isn't hitting the 7-10 split in bowling. Guy pulls a gun at Starlight's HQ under the influence of Firecracker. Pizzagate reference. So Firecracker has a deep-seated hatred of Starlight. Let's examine that. Roll the clip, Kiki.
You really don't remember me, do you? We were only on the same pageant circuit together. Miami-Dade. Down to you and me. I noticed that everyone is snickering. You remember why? Turns out you told everyone that I had a gangbang with the judges.
Look, I was immature.
So Starlight can't remember ruining this girl's reputation. Ladies and gentlemen, your hero. Made even more insufferable by Erin Moriarty ruining her face. Yeah, now she looks like death warmed over Skeletor. We get a scene of Vault on Ice. Let's put the Christ back in Christmas. This is presented in a way where the audience is supposed to be like, oh yeah, Happy Holidays is better. It's inclusive. Huey snoops around and learns of Newman's plan to kill her running mate, presumably making her president. Of course, we're expected to act like this is a stunning revelation when it's actually obvious. When spotted, this leads to bloody chaos, and skating Jesus maims and kills in the name of bad humor. This show is quite clearly a full-blown woke dumpster fire. The joke is always at the expense of one particular side of the aisle. We can recognize Season 4 as filler. Stuff of consequence may actually happen in Season 5 when the show has to actually draw a conclusion. I'm going to keep watching in part because I'm in this far and I have to make content for YouTube, but also Firecracker said she'll do anything for Homelander.
So anything you need. I mean anything. Anything.
I am absolutely praying that this means at age 38, I will finally see Valerie Curry's nipples.
If you appreciate a YouTube channel that doesn't just pad out content to get to the 8-minute mark so that it can hammer you with ad breaks, then you should subscribe to my son's channel. You just got done watching it.